Good morning, everyone. God bless you and welcome to our beautiful service today at Vista at Dennis Fisher's home, the Temple of Clarity. Today is the 17th of February, and it's also St. Patrick's Day. So happy St. Patrick's Day. I hope you're wearing green so I don't have to pinch you. So we know that Saint Germain, that's next month. Well, I'm a month off. Sorry about that. I saw somebody wearing green yesterday with shamrocks, and I thought, oh yeah, what's going on? Anyway, I'm a month ahead. Saint Germain and Portia rocked the West Coast with divine light and solar fire. So I don't know what that means exactly, but we'll find out very soon. So it's a privilege to be with you all. I'd like to begin by singing a beautiful song to Saint Germain. It's 70.011 as a prayer. And I think the melody is just America the Beautiful. And the words will be on the screen. And before we play it, I'll make an invocation. In the name I am that I am, I call to the heart of the great central sun. Beloved Alpha and Omega, Helios and Vesta, the great central sun magnet. Beloved 7 archangels in your archei, and the 5 crystal ray angels in your archei. Beloved Elohim of the 12 rays in your complements. Beloved Chohans of the rays. Beloved El Moria, Lord Lanto, Paul the Venetian, Serapis Bey, Hilarion, Lady Master Nada, and Saint Germain, with your compliments. We call now to angels of the sacred fire to descend from heaven into the earth plane and to radiate light throughout our planet, radiate joy, love, and especially the violet fire into, through, and around every sentient being, all sons and daughters of God, all light bearers, light workers, light sharers, of all dispensations, of all spiritual movements throughout the world. Unite our hearts in the etheric plane, that together we may co-create a world of beauty, harmony, peace, and joy. We see now the new Aquarian world dawning, first within our own consciousness, and then in every dimensional plane of being, and all multiverses throughout the cosmos. We see now the magic of the violet light doing its perfect alchemy within us, transmuting cause, effect, record, and memory, all burdens, all scotomas, which are blind spots in our world, all within our subconscious that requires to come to the surface so that we may choose to put it into the flame if it is not of God or of perfection. We see now the dawning of a new solar civilization throughout our world, every day in some divine way. People leaving off of their limitations, their prejudices, their biases, and the paradigms that no longer serve their lives to live as God, men, and women. We feel our connectedness with all life and the love that is within every life stream emerging now as butterflies emerge from their chrysalises to fly into the heavens and be restored to their divine nature. O God, we as your servants, we as your humble servants, bow before thee, the great I am, thy am, and the great central sun. We ask you to empower us, enlighten us, inspire us, and beatify us in your grace, in your joy, in this divine alchemy of solar love and light. This we ask, this we accept in the I Am name. Amen. So now we'll sing 70.011.
Mercy, love, compassion flow throughout the land. A golden age is dawning now, and freedom is our goal. Oh, blaze the violet fire to all, to every heart and soul. Oh, Saint Germain and Portia dear, the 7th day
we have a couple beautiful representations of Saint Germain here at the sacred retreat, a physical retreat of the Universal White Brotherhood here in Vista at the Temple of Clarity. One is from the I Am movement that's above Karen and Sahar. And then the other one is up on the wall across from me, painted by John Paul Mathis a number of years ago, back in about 2003 or 4, with the white suit. So both of them are very epic and beautiful, and definitely are evocative of his radiance, his love, and his care for all life on earth as the Aquarian Master. So Saint Germain, thank you so much for being with us, with your beloved Portia throughout this day as we attempt to fulfill whatever God within you sees fit to anchor through our awareness and our spiritual work. I'd like to do a meditation now. It's the meditation on light for the golden age. It's a beautiful meditation with sacred music sung by the Vera Choir in Canada. And some of you may remember that they came to Montana in 2007, I believe, to Bozeman. And when they sang, I was just enthralled. I was raised into the etheric. And I was sitting in the front row, and they were the most beautiful choir I've ever heard, even considering the Mormon Tabernacle Choir, because their spirituality was so pronounced and magnificent that I could feel the integrity of the spirits of that spiritual community in southeastern British Columbia, very close to Alberta, and just over the Canadian border from Montana. So these are high initiates who study the Master Omraam Mikhail Ivanhoff's teachings, as well as those of Peter Dunov. I've been there 3 or 4 times and done the Panurhythmy with them. I've meditated with them, sung with them, and they are truly a gift to the world. So the music will be their singing, which is actually the Our Father, I believe. It's kind of a version of the Our Father in Bulgarian. So we'll watch this video and meditate and listen. Yes. I'd like to sing Magda's mantra 9.009 while Dennis is queuing that up. I'd like to explain that in the Heart Center community and movement, we really revere what's called the 5 crystal rays. In the previous movement that I was a part of, we called them the 5 secret rays. And these are beyond the 7 rainbow rays, and they relate to the chakras of the hands, the feet, and the thymus. The points of the stigmata are where Christ was pierced on the cross. And when we access these very high frequencies through these crystalline energies that are beyond kind of the normal range of what people experience and the normality of living on earth, we enter into a mystical divine experience of blessedness and kind of the beatification of our souls, where our spirits merge with the divine world, the etheric plane. We become more rarefied in our consciousness. We become more sensitive. And so one of the goals of initiates and those who are moving into this Aquarian cycle is to become more sensitized to light, to divine radiation, to the intimations of what the divine beings would offer us in terms of wisdom teaching, yet also the spiritual essences that we call quintessences. And it's interesting that quintessences are, the quint means 5. So the quintessences of heaven directly relate to the 5 crystal rays. And these are very fine frequencies that you can only fully understand and utilize in your spiritual work when you meditate, you go deep within, you find the living presence of God inside of yourself that feeds these essences as very tangible new realities that you can utilize to do greater spiritual work. So the purpose of them is to allow us to have what I spoke of last night and the talk in Laguna Hills, which is clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairalliance, clairsentience, clairgustance. So these relate to our physical senses, yet they're at a higher plane or consciousness or level of being. So when we access them, sometimes we get a little dizzy. And I remember when we were first kind of playing with these energies, it was like I get a little woozy, and you may even feel disoriented somewhat. This is the changing nature of these frequencies are such that you're kind of morphed into a higher reality. And so if you feel at times that you're more ethereal than physical, yes, what's happening is the transformational change is happening in your very cells. Your cells are receiving more light, so you become more light. And then all that was previously yours as your human nature is kind of dissolved into the new you, which is more spiritually energized by this higher radiant field that we've entered by our conscious presence associating with angels, divine masters, cosmic beings. So it's kind of daunting at first to start to live in this new reality. Yet once you're there and once you've experienced these higher planes and dimensions of being, it becomes more natural. You become affinitized to it. And look at the word affinitize. It's like you become more fine, right? You become finer and finer in how you can both receive light, assimilate the light, and then manifest or emanate that light. So as higher initiates, we're called to enter into this divine science and really a holy art of spiritualizing everything in matter so that it becomes more of spirit. We're materializing spirit and we're spiritualizing matter simultaneously. And it's a beautiful process. it is daunting, as I've said, when you first enter into it, because you feel like you're just different, and other people will say you look different, or people that you've known your whole life are saying, I don't know if I recognize you anymore. So it's okay. It's okay to be different, because we're all unique, and yet we're all part of one spiritual family that's going through this metamorphosis, this process. It's really a procession of light. So the word process is within the word procession. So we're processioning into the golden crystal age of Aquarius with our feet on the earth, yet our spirit in the heavens. And so we're kind of living simultaneously in multi-dimensions. And sometimes light bearers space out a little bit. We see this all the time, right? Have you ever felt like you're spaced out a little bit? It's okay. It's part of the process. You do have to kind of coalesce light in a conscious way so that you can sustain your spiritual uplift and what's transpiring within your soul and your higher bodies while living practically on earth. So the rub is, we still have to be practical. We still have to do our work. We still have to serve others. We do our gardening. We do everything with our hands and feet. Yet a part of us is becoming more and more divine. And that's our heart, our soul, and our spirit, our soul merging with spirit. So if you felt within the last 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, and in my case, 50 years since I found the teachings of the Ascended Masters at the age of 18, if you find yourself being continuously transformed, or you feel the impulses to change, that's a good thing. You have to kind of flow with it. So one of the aspects of the 5 crystal rays is flow. You can't demand something. You can't put your hand on it and touch it with physicality, because it's a morphing, kind of like a Mobius strip type experience where you're actually twisting, you're moving, you're evolving. So I think all of you here probably know somewhat of what I'm speaking about, because as you become more crystalline and you become finer by accessing these quintessences, you really are not of the world anymore. You're not of the earthy. You're more living in a heavenly state of grace and spiritual beingness. So it's hard sometimes to relate to people physically who have not had these experiences, who have not been focused on what's inside of them, which is their spirit, and they're not doing the work, meditation, practice, prayer, contemplation, because they're at a different level. Now, we don't judge them, and we still have to relate to them, yet we know, we kind of smile, and we are very patient with everyone, yet we are moving into this new reality. It's really a tremendous opportunity. So I think you all know what I'm speaking of, and to maintain equipoise and patience and a sense of brother-sisterhood is all important, because the change is accelerating. And we know this. I mean, so many people in the New Age circles are saying, we're moving into the 5th dimension, and we aligned with the Galactic Center, in 2012 in December, and now things are really happening, and they are. At the same time, many other things are dissolving, and old patterns are being washed away and transmuted. So we have to go with the flow. However, it's the higher flow. It's the higher transformational change. So as we do this, a part of ourselves unites each day with the divine. And as we feel that unification of our consciousness with the divine within, we celebrate it. We bask in that light. We revere the process that God is alchemizing us to become closer and closer to our source. It's a very beautiful thing. And then your meditations become more profound. Your time of aloneness or your time with others who are of like mind makes you just happy. It's like, don't worry, be happy. Remember? Who was that? Not Ramdas? Was it what? Bobby McFerrin, maybe, yeah. Or was it Ramdas? Be here now, or, don't worry, be happy, yeah. So, in a divine way. It's not a human thing. It's a divine experience. So, as we sing this mantra that was given to us early in the Heart Center by Magda, who is Jesus' twin flame, Mary Magdalene, it's the crystalline frequencies that we're accessing, and hopefully you can feel some of that as we sing this. And we have another beautiful meditation with the Buddha of the Diamond Crystal Light. I think it's song number 140. And Dean Anderson created this amazing video, which is one of my all-time favorites. As we just meditate, and you can see the words on the screen, and even the concepts that are conveyed through the visual, feel what I've just spoken of deep inside of you. Bring the light deep inside to alchemize within you anything that you would like to release of the past, to now embrace your eternal nature, your God self, more completely, more holily, reverently, and beautifully. So this music, to me, is one of the highest that I've ever experienced in this lifetime in terms of what I feel as transformational change when I engage with it by being very present. So we'll play this now, to the Buddha of the Diamond Crystal Light.
Retreat.
So we'll meditate now and do some pranic breathing. And as we breathe in the chi or prana from the atmosphere, see if you can draw it forth from the sun itself. So this is solar pranic breathing. And you're receiving from the sun directly inspiration, higher wisdom, forethought, prescience, and understanding of everything that is divine and in the holy order of God beingness throughout the cosmos. So we'll do this for about 5 minutes in silence. And as you breathe, you can breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth. If you'd like to follow the tradition of a certain yoga that Yogananda taught, Kriya Yoga, you can put the tip of your tongue on the roof of your mouth and do your Kriyas. So here we go. Thank you. Now we will visualize a blazing sun over our heart chakras. Saint Germain gave a beautiful meditation through the I Am movement many years ago in the 1920s to Godfrey Ray King. And as I recall, we visualize this blazing sun over our heart chakra. And if you'd like to have your hands over your heart, that's fine. Or even radiating light to the world after you first see it over your heart. So we'll do this now for about 3 minutes. Many years ago, Saint Germain also gave us a little exercise where we rub our hands together, generate some heat, and we visualize a beautiful violet sphere right here. We rub our hands again, generating heat, the violet light. You can place your hands over your heart and actually feel the heat from your hands going over on your chest into your heart. Rub your hands again. Generating violet fire over your eyes to heal your eyes if you have any issues, or to bless your eyes. Generate heat again. Over your ears for clearer hearing. Generate again. Over your solar plexus for great digestion. And one final time, back over the heart again to seal this action. So I recall that Saint Germain said that when we do this, we can do it over any part of our body. And if you do pranic healing or Reiki or any other technique, you can add this to your toolbox or your quiver as a new arrow in your quiver to help people to self-heal. So let's say they have a mental issue, they could do this and then put it over their head and see the light of the violet light going into that area of their body or consciousness. So it's a very powerful, very, very simple little technique to visualize and to generate the heat and then to feel that energy going. And look at your hands now. Are they a little pinker? A little more pink? Mine are pink. And as you're sensitive to feeling more radiation, you'll find sometimes your face will turn pink, your hands will turn pink, etc. So that's kind of a result of having this fire, spiritual fire, more in your physical temple. So I'd like to sing now to Lady Portia. We have two beautiful songs. Dennis, you can pick either one of the two. Portia is Saint Germain's twin flame. Our understanding through my spiritual teacher was that she remained in the etheric planes while Saint Germain embodied on earth. She's a member of the Great Karmic Board, representing the sixth ray, and she's known as the goddess of opportunity as well as the goddess of justice. So she wields a tremendous energy for the Aquarian age, and we know that they say that justice is blind, and the image of her as a blindfolded goddess that's even in the halls of jurisprudence in Washington, D.C. and elsewhere is symbolic of her. I also love the image for the Columbia movie pictures. Remember the lady that's standing there? It's called Columbia. That's actually Portia also. So she's kind of like Lady Columbia. So if you can visualize, when you see your next movie that's Columbia Pictures, hold that in your mind's eye and retain it, because that's another beautiful image of Portia. So 163.
Jesus, we honor your wisdom. Fill all the earth with your peace. Lead every soul with your scepter of justice. Our solar light now increase. Draw near, beloved, draw near. Live in us, bless through us, portion dear. Grace us with purity, mercy, and kindness. Mother of love so sincere. As opportunity you are now calling to all souls to be loving, courageous, intrepid, and constant, free and ascended with thee. Draw near, beloved, draw near, live in us, place to us, portion dear. Grace us with purity, mercy, and kindness. Mother of joy, you are here.
So we have this little booklet called the Heart Center Daily Prayers, Songs, and Mantras for Spiritual Initiates. And I think we have free copies over there. Zuli? No. We don't have any more? No, we ran out. Okay. Well, sorry about that. I have one. There's a prayer that we really love in our movement. It's called Raise the Earth in Sacred Fire. And, I'd really like to give it, but I'd like everybody to be able to participate.
Lisa, we have some, right? We probably have 10 somewhere.
Of these?
Stephen, can you help me please?
Okay, well, I'll talk while you're finding those, and then you can pass them out. So the Divine Director, or the Great Divine Director, whose image is across from me on the wall there, and that one's done by Marius Michael George, is a cosmic being. And he was the teacher of Saint Germain, he still is, and El Morya, and Jesus, and other masters. And he is what's known as a Manu, which is a progenitor of an entire root race that embodies on Earth. He's the Manu of the 7th age, the Aquarian age. So he's very important for this cycle. And in the I Am movement, or the Saint Germain Foundation, he gave many dictations through Guy Ballard, also known as Godfrey Ray King, and then later Lotus, his wife, who was Edna Ballard. And these dictations are very iconic because they speak of how he works with us individually and collectively to co-create the new era of Aquarius. And he's a very powerful being. He's also on the Great Karmic Board, like Portia is, representing the first ray, the blue ray. So he's often a spokesman for the Karmic Board, just as the Goddess of Liberty is. And he's, as a powerful being, he provides an impetus of divine light to help us on our personal journey, and he gives divine direction. That's part of what he does. He wears a blue belt with all these beautiful jewels. So some of the images you'll see of him show the blue belt. Lisa Delaney has done a beautiful image of him also that we have on our website. And so this is such a powerful prayer. What we're going to do is give it as what we call a decree, which is a power prayer. And we'll start giving it slowly. So after the two stanzas in verse 1, we give the refrain. Then we give the two stanzas in verse 2, then the refrain, and then the two stanzas in verse 3, and then the refrain. And we'll give it a few times because I'd like to build a momentum because this prayer is invocative of the seventh era. It is very powerful. So, beloved Divine Director, we ask you to send currents of sacred fire into our entire planetary body, earth, air, fire, water, and all dimensions of being, to transform the earth into a golden crystal age of Aquarius. Together. Divine Director, cosmic being of blue flame energy, wrap the earth in sacred fire, we now implore of thee. Sustain protection for all life upon this blessed earth, and seal it in God's blazing light. We see a great rebirth. Raise the earth in sacred fire, divine directors, one desire. Cleanse our world from errors past, now every soul is free at last. Our evolutions raise unto a golden age now come, and right the axis of our globe as it does spin and hum. We see a renaissance of light and victory for each soul. We see a world where all attest that freedom is our goal. Raise the earth in sacred fire, divine directors, one desire. Cleanse our world from errors past, now every soul is free at last. Teacher of our Saint Germain and blessed Portia near, inspire our youth to know their love, O blessed Master dear. Your alchemy now activate, we pledge to do our part. Now violet fire is blazing bright in every home and heart. Raise the earth in sacred fire, divine directors, one desire. Cleanse our world from errors past, now every soul is free at last. We're going to speed it up a little bit. Divine Director, cosmic being of blue flame energy, wrap the earth in sacred fire, we now implore of thee. Sustain protection for all life upon this blessed earth, and seal it in God's blazing light. We see a great rebirth. Raise the earth in sacred fire, divine directors, one desire. Cleanse our world from errors past, now every soul is free at last. Our evolutions raise unto a golden age now come, and right the axis of our globe as it does spin and hum. We see a renaissance of light and victory for each soul. We see a world where all attest that freedom is our goal. Raise the earth in sacred fire, divine directors, one desire. Cleanse our world from errors past, now every soul is free at last. Teacher of our Saint Germain and blessed Portia near, inspire our youth to know their love, O blessed Master dear. Your alchemy now activate, we pledge to do our part. Now violet fire is blazing bright in every home and heart. Raise the earth in sacred fire, divine directors, one desire. Cleanse our world from errors past, now every soul is free at last. Divine Director, cosmic being of blue flame energy, wrap the earth in sacred fire, we now implore of thee. Sustain protection for all life upon this blessed earth. Blazing light, we see a great rebirth. Raise the earth in sacred fire, divine directors, one desire. Cleanse our world from errors past, now every soul is free at last. Our evolutions raise unto a golden age now come, and right the axis of our globe as it does spin and hum. We see a renaissance of light and victory for each soul. We see a world where all attest that freedom is our goal. Raise the earth in sacred fire, divine directors, one desire. Cleanse our world from errors past, now every soul is free at last. Teacher of our Saint Germain and blessed Portia near, inspire our youth to know their love, O blessed Master dear. Your alchemy now activate, we pledge to do our part. Now violet fire is blazing bright in every home and heart. Raise the earth in sacred fire, divine directors, one desire. Cleanse our world from errors past, now every soul is free at last. So these are power prayers, and they're very dynamic, and it's different than the way that normally most people are used to praying. Yet you can feel the energy. Now I'm going to lead it one more time at a very high pitch or a very high speed. And you don't have to keep up if you can't. When I learned how to decree in the Summit Lighthouse, we started out slow and then we built momentum, and then they would pray so fast I couldn't keep up. And it takes sometimes months and even years to develop that momentum. Yet what happens is when you develop the speed and you raise the pitch a little bit, there's a higher frequency. So don't freak out. This is not weird, although it may be for you. It's very scientific and it's very alchemical. Yet, when you get a momentum after many years, here's what it sounds like. And some of you can join me. Divine Director, gods of being of blue flame energy, wrap the earth in sacred fire, we now implore of thee. Sustain protection for life, abundance, blessed earth, and seal it in God, blessing thy we see a great birth. Raise the earth in sacred fire, divine directors, one desire, cleanse our world from errors, past now every soul is free at last. Our revolutions raise into a golden age now come, and right the axis of our globe it sits as pin and hum. We see a renaissance of light and victory for each soul. We see a where we're all touched freedom is our goal. Raise the earth in sacred fire, divine directors, one desire, cleanse our world from errors, past now every soul is free at last. Teacher of our Saint Germain and blessed portion near, inspire you to know the love of best and metro dear. Your alchemy now activate, we pledge to do our part. Now vow the fire is blazing bright in every home and heart. Raise the earth in sacred fire, divine directors one desire. Cleanse our world from errors past, now every soul is free at last. So it isn't just about the speed. It's about your consciousness, your visualization, and the love you pour into the prayer that's important. However, at a certain point, when you accelerate it, there's a greater release of light because your atoms are spinning, your electrons are spinning, and then light is released. So I know it's a little freaky at first, and you may have never heard this before. It's just mantras. It's just another form of a mantra, and speeding it up is fun, and yet it's daunting at first. So how many people really enjoy speed? Then you have the need for speed? Okay. Okay, so it's pretty cool, and you can really get a momentum. And we used to sometimes give a prayer 36 times or even 144 times, and by the end of it, you're kind of like sailing. So it's pretty fun. So we have, let's see, what time is it? 10 o'clock, 10:04. I'd like to have one more meditation. This is a beautiful meditation. It's called the Ascension Visualization Meditation. And this music is to Liszt's, what's that? Liebestrom by Franz Liszt. He had huge hands, and it was like a rock star during the days of the classical music period. And when he created this, it was almost impossible for people to play, but it's absolutely beautiful, and it invokes the ascension light. So we'll play that and meditate now. We rock the West Coast with divine light and solar fire. As we enter your dimensional plane of being and illumine your minds, strengthen your wills, and fortify your hearts for the sacred work that you are engaging in day by day, blessed ones, to bring about this golden crystal age of Aquarius. Each of you is intent on fulfilling your mission, the divine design embroidered within your higher spiritual bodies, which you are now accessing through the spiritual practices that you engage in day by day with us. There is a collaboration between heaven and earth that is great now and that is succeeding in its cosmic effects that you see as you delve into the deepest regions of self and access the highest frequencies of your divine nature. Yes, blessed hearts, it is time for you to self-realize who you are in a greater measure through an anointing of the Spirit that comes upon you as you are fused with the God light. And this engenders within you new co-creativity, new empowerments, awakenings, and self-realizations. This process is natural for those initiates who desire to merge with their source. It is, in one sense, anticlimactic for those who are already in that sacred space of unity, and yet for those who are beginning to self-realize more of who they are, this process is truly one that is amazing and somewhat daunting. Have you felt the violet fire burning within you to the extent that you have understood more of what the Aquarian man or woman that you live as is becoming? Have you felt the impulses from the central sun descending into the crucible of your being and deep within your heart to inspire you with this holy purpose to be a self-realized initiate of the sacred fire, even a priest or priestess of the sacred fire of Melchizedek, the Melchizedekian order? Have you felt of late something giving birth to within you that moves you into a higher plane of consciousness, whereby you simply must let go of the past? You must abandon the old ways of thinking, feeling, knowing, and doing. And through the quickening process, understand more of what is before you as opportunity to be of greater service to humanity. Yes, I see that each of you is realizing more of this divine dimensional plane of cosmic coexistence with your I am that I am presence. As you study, as you contemplate, as you assimilate, as you become, the process of engagement truly is moving you into this higher field. And it is as if the dawning of this age first occurs deep within your soul, and then through every aperture of self. And then, dearest ones, you truly realize with real eyes your divine nature once again, as you experienced it in the onset, the beginning of the star seed identity of your Christic and Buddhic nature. Many souls of light throughout the earth are beginning to understand this co-creative process, they are beginning to realize that there is much, much more to the history of Earth with ancient civilizations, and that they may have even originated from another system of worlds far from Earth in the beginning of their evolutionary journey. Yet we are all here. We are all present and centered in this alchemy of the seventh age. And the opportunity is presented to each of us to fortify what is within that is of God good, and to enter into this higher anointing process that bespeaks much of the new era, that allows the divine director to magically and cosmically work with us in the spiritual work of the ages. It is a great work, dearest ones. It is the summum bonum of all experiences within this earth plane, this spirit matter cosmos that is coming to conclusion, that is coming to its finality. And yet, because there is so much yet to do and fulfill, each of you called to be a messenger of light is a part of the divine equation of this sacred mandala, this Antakarana of light. So what do we offer this day as we rock the west coast of these United States of America to awaken many more souls and to move them into higher planes of awareness? What is the effect of the release of light day after day? Within the individual soul? Pardon me. Forgive me here. Who has entered this path of light and is so consecrated to the realization and the fulfillment of the divine dream of that one's life purpose and mission. Truly, blessed hearts, it is a time of change. It is a time of divine acceptance where you receive from on high all the essentials that you require to complete your mission. And this is what Portia and I provide as the sacred fire burning and glowing brightly within you day by day as you pray and meditate, fast at times, and allow this transformational process to occur. Because those of you who understand who you are know that it is a natural process and not something foreign or beyond your ability to apprehend and understand. It is, dearest ones, right within the context of your life's experience in this moment, at this time, very opportune for you to complete and to realize it. Now, angels of the sacred fire gather across the western coast of the United States, Mexico, Central and South America, and all the way into Canada. And there is a pulsation that the divine director, working with me, working with us, now emanates. And this pulsation is a call to action, a call to higher consciousness, a call to divine beingness from deep within the souls of each soul embodied upon earth in this region. And this is the stimulation within of higher ampules of light within the cellular structure of each one's body temple. These impulses will result in transformational change accelerated at the Aquarian level, which for many of these souls is 7 to 12 levels above where they are in consciousness now. Gradually, they will feel the necessity to change, to improve, and to have the fructification within them of the light and the light engrams that have been seeded there by God long, long ago, which have remained dormant, often for decades and centuries, and even for some millennia. Well, no more, blessed ones, these seeds of light are sprouting within them, stimulated by this action of sacred fire. These seeds of light will impel them, each one, to understand the nature of life, the nature of beingness, the nature of God within. And as these light engrams glow with a new radiance, there will be the collaboration with many others, as you have even seen recently at this Los Angeles Conscious Life Expo, where some of the dearest, most beloved and sweet of souls are now joining you in these alchemies, for they feel the authenticity of what you have been engaged in now for decades, dearest ones. And it is as if old friends whom you have known in past incarnations going back to Atlantis and even Lemuria, and even before that, are coming into focus for you. You love them with all your heart. You serve them with all your being. And you understand that in one sense you have always been one family of light, one community of divine love. Now the greater community of light workers, light bearers, light sharers is awakening to this alchemy, is feeling the new moisture of heaven's dew as it descends into the earth to refresh all life. Yes, it is as if you just pushed that refresh button on your computer, yet this is on behalf of all of humanity. And the refreshment is the recalibration of light within the soul of every man, woman, and child, all elementals, all nature spirits, every being. And this recalibration is the onset of the age of Aquarius. It is the beginning, the new dawn of a solar civilization. And as you participate with it through your spiritual practices, this light will grow within you, this light will glow within you. And the anointing continues day by day as the Holy Spirit continues this action, this pulsation of sacred fire. And you will not be bereft, dearest ones, of what you require. You will have that abundance and that abundant life that is essential to the fulfillment of your mission. You will have the relationships that you both desire and require to have the most beloved of individuals right within your embrace, your home, and your mission, because you require this divine friendship with true heart friends of old and heart friends anew. You require this or that. Well, it is yours simply for the asking. Do you believe in the words of Jesus? Ask and you shall receive. Knock and the door shall be opened. Yes. Then do it, dearest ones. And like Nike, soar to the sun on wings of Mercurian light. Soar to the stars to feel the authenticity of their cosmic pulsations that you are now understanding even while embodied upon earth. Yes, you came from the stars and you will return to the stars, yet first you must become that star, fire, light of cosmic joy and radiance. You see the opposition to our coming. through the direct attack on this messenger of light, his voice box. Yet we will not be stultified. We will not bow to the Dark One's underworld work. It has no power over the final and complete victory that we see within our mind's eye occurring across the earth, within thousands and eventually millions of souls who are part of this great procession of light. Yes, blessed hearts, it is time for a new wave, a new cosmic wave of authentic divine love to manifest in all dimensional planes of being, unifying souls of all nations, all cultures, all peoples, in the grand divine scheme of cosmic liberation and the ascension. These visuals that have been created on your behalf by souls of light who have the skill sets to provide them are great in what you can manifest. Yet, dearest ones, each of you also has the ability to visualize amazing alchemical matrices, sending forth into the universe engrams of light that coalesce around that ideation, that divine heart or thought form, and then alchemize in that sacred moment what you project within your mind's eye into the ethers. I have taught of alchemy for a long, long time, and it is about time, dearest ones, that each of you take these alchemical formulas to heart and utilize them on a daily basis to create amazing realities, first in the etheric plane and then drawing them through the mental, the emotional, into the physical plane as they are self-realized through your sacred work and activity. Why, every event that we are engaged in with various initiates is an alchemical formula itself. And these formulas that you sometimes see in images painted of me in the atmosphere beside or next to me are indicative of what is the cosmic proliferation of the Word within this world that you live within. These symbols, as formulas and engrams, are sacred. And when you understand them and you use them through your voice, and you coalesce the logoic light through your words into this dimensional plane, it is a great and powerful directive that manifests like lightning into this plane and truly does move worlds and move mountains, blessed hearts. So the pulsation will continue for 72 hours from this moment. And you may see in certain areas even the movement of the tectonic plates again, as you felt it recently at the Los Angeles Conscious Life Expo on that first Friday. Yes, you will see angels in the atmosphere coalesced in the clouds, as some saw even yesterday afternoon before David's presentation. You will see symbols here and there in your meditation practice. And ask and you shall receive the interpretation of those symbols that are meant for you personally to be more enlightened and understanding of the divine design that is being objectified and outpictured within this world. Dearest ones, I remind you of who you are as God, men, and women, as beloved ones of the eternal Father, Mother, who lives, moves, and has his, her being within your own hearts in the beautiful threefold flame of love, wisdom, and power glowing deep within your heart. When you feel that connection, when you feel that resonance, when you feel that divine synchronicity of you caught up into the divine worlds in your higher awareness, and you feel it being drawn into this world through your conscious presence and your attentiveness, so it is. And so there is a great joy field created in and around you, and those coming into your presence understand what true holiness and beauty and harmony is. Meditate upon any virtue or divine concept, any God quality, and it shall be yours through your association with it, your acceptance of it, your realization through your spiritual disciplines and practices. Yes, virtue is supreme, and the angels who are called virtues definitely desire for you to call to them to embody their essence within your life, within your temple of light. Just for an example, meditating on the virtue of compassion brings that authentic love, charity, kindness, and holiness front and center into your auric field, and then engenders so much beauty, harmony, and peace through what you say, how it, how you look upon people with clear eyes and a deep respect and reverence, how you comport yourself in your daily affairs, walking gently upon the earth, as the native peoples often did, understanding their connection with the Earth Mother and all elemental and sentient beings within the nature kingdom. Imagine the words of that song, imagine being realized by all peoples upon the earth, with no disrespect toward others, with full cosmic acceptance of every life form as a part of self and every other part of self and you as a part of every other being. Yes, blessed ones, the unity field is a reality for those who acknowledge it and then choose to live within it. Yet it requires acknowledgement, acceptance for that unity field to actually dawn within your life and world, and for you to then sustain it day by day. And it is this acceptance and acknowledgement that is crucial to the fulfillment of the golden crystal age of Aquarius in your midst. Daily acknowledgement and acceptance of God's eternal presence in your life is a must for initiates. Daily understanding through studying true teachings and the living word, through any point of reference that is blessed by us, is one of the most important things that you can engage in besides your daily sacred labor and loving one another as you love God with your whole heart, mind, strength, and soul. Study to show thyself approved unto God. Yet though you are already approved by God, it is like a new divine approval where you prove the law of the teaching that you are studying within your active conscious life through practical application, you see. It is one thing to study, go here, go there, take all sorts of courses. It is another to become that teaching, that course, self-realized through the Gnostic personal experience of your becoming it consciously. I have spoken many words, and yet all of these are part of the one Logos the cosmic word of the Son of God, who blesses all life this day through each of us as we choose to live in that authentic love field of light. As you collaborate with one another to accomplish both your individual and collective missions, I, with Portia, will be there to assist you if you call upon the Lord and call upon us. I will be there to alchemize your projects, your initiatives, your co-creative works of the Spirit. I will be there to give you guidance at any time and any place that you so require it, if you simply enter the stillness for a moment, call upon me and ask the question with reverence, and then listen deeply for the response from deep within you. Is there anything else that I can offer you, blessed ones, save my entire spirit of love for humanity, the love I carry for each individual soul embodied upon earth at this time? The work of the Spirit is a great work, yet it requires a cosmic action of collaborative and cooperative love and understanding. And this, I believe, that you each has the ability to have fulfilled through what you do daily on behalf of the Lord God. Now the Elohim also stand forth to safeguard the earth and all spheres and dimensions of being. Arcturus and Victoria, as well as Hercules and Amazonia, stand upon the mountain tops of the world, sending forth the violet and the blue rays to coalesce light in every dimension among all peoples for their protection and their joy, their illumination and their victory. So be it in the I Am name. Now, precious hearts, as you take a little respite, a little intermission of this morning service, look upon each other as I look upon you, with sweet regard and tender, loving care. Learn of each other, gently asking questions that will allow you to know your holy brother or sister. In this divine acquaintance and fellowship, you will feel a powerful connection between each one of you with the other. And there will be sustained the glorious community of the Holy Spirit through these holy divine friendships of heart friends one to another. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for participating, even in some new things that are maybe a little strange to you, yet which will, over time, be more natural for you to know and experience. I am Saint Germain with Portia, loving you unto the fulfillment of your holy purpose, always joyful, always respectful, always wise in the ways of heaven, even while you are embodied upon this holy sphere that you call earth. Thank you, and God bless you, each one. Namaste. So Saint Germain showed me that there were 7 nasty beings who were trying to prevent this message, and that's what caused the problem I had in my throat. Yet the power that we generated through our prayers overcame that, even though I had many coughing spells. So I apologize to the Master that it wasn't as fluid as it could have been, yet sometimes you realize that we don't focus on the darkness, but we're aware of it. And sometimes it does impact us a little bit. So we'll take our intermission now for at least, well, it says in the program 11. I'd like us to have an intermission all the way till 11. So that's 21 minutes. So thank you so much. So 21-minute intermission. Now we can do some more of those songs and prayers. So, why don't you cue up the Afra 70.015, the Afra one? I live and move in Afra's heart. I live and move in Afra's heart. Yeah. $70.015, yeah.
Sulie, should we take a nose count for lunch?
Oh, yes, we should.
Oh, yeah, there's an announcement now. So, for those who are here in Vista, we're going to go to the Thai place.
Yes, the Thai place, real close to here.
And they require knowing how many people are planning to go.
They'd like to know that.
So why don't you raise your hand if you'd like to go to the Thai place? Taiwan on? Okay.
Carrie, would you like to? 13, 14. Okay, 14.
14?
16.
Okay.
60, yeah, I did.
Okay. Okay, well, welcome back. When Dennis has it ready, we're going to sing to Afra 70.015, and the words will be on the screen. I live and move in Afra's heart. And this is a good song to dance to. So if you feel like getting up and moving around on the floor, on your feet on the floor, you can dance.
The rhythm of the soul I sense, a 6/8 pulsing beat, as violet fire swirls all about, like Gaelic blazing heat, a dancing, singing, spinning flame that weaves a joyous chord, a cosmic melody of love, intoned a sacred word. I live and move in Offer's heart. His rhythm guides my soul in sweet communion with His Spirit. I am now made whole. His graciousness and savoir-faire, true brotherhood He knows. We're killing all within us pure. My flaming heart now grows. His perfect tech diplomacy and tenderness I see. His love inspires my quest for freedom, cosmic liberty. I live and move in Offer's heart. His rhythm guides my soul in sweet communion with His Spirit. I am now made whole, united for a holy purpose. All is jealousy, that Africa now lives as one in perfect harmony. Our voices rise in rhythmic chant, with Afra's aura merge. Our tourists dancing violet fire, we feel His cosmic surge. I live and move in Afra's heart. His rhythm guides my soul in sweet communion with His Spirit. I am now made whole.
Yeah. Okay. We have another beautiful song. It's number 157, and it's in this booklet called Elementals Unite. So we really love the elementals. These are the nature spirits, earth, air, fire, and water, and the gnomes, the undines, the sylphs, and the salamanders. So Nancy Batten worked on this with her husband, Boyd, and I think Dean helped with the music. And who did the video? David Kyle? David Kyle did the video. And it's really fun. And it's really cool. So there's a couple places where you may try to come in. You just have to be careful when you get to the interlude not to just follow Boyd's lead. So don't just blurt it out because you'll be off. So here we go. Elementals Unite. Elemental builders come with all knowns, we are one. Elemental builders come, you make this planet home. Still so there we love your flare, send your God everywhere. Still so there we love your flare, you cleanse our atmosphere. Fiery salamanders blaze, you transmute with your rays. Fiery salamanders blaze, your flaming hearts we praise. Undines and all water sprites purify in liquid light. Undines and all water sprites, we share your great delight. Elemental builders come with all knowns, we are one. Elemental builders come, you make this planet home. So there we love your flare, send your thought everywhere. So there we love your flare, you cleanse our atmosphere. Fiery salamanders blaze, you transmute with your rays. Fiery salamanders blaze, your flaming hearts we praise. Undines and all water sprites purify in liquid light. Undines and all water sprites, we share your great delight. Grow, flow, blaze, raise, unite, get light. All right. We have fun in the Heart Center. Okay. We have one more opera song, and it's 70.019. This is another good one to dance with. So all of you at home, all of us here are going to see you dancing in your home. And anybody who's daring can get up and move around on this beautiful floor. So 70.019. Oh, Afra Blaze Through Us, I think it's called. Oh, Afra Blaze Through Us.
Streams of brotherhood, we quicken mankind's hearts with love. We resurrect the good, impart in grants of sacred fire, through heart and head and hand. Oh, blessed mind, unify
Okay, whoever has a decree book, the new 70.018B, I think it is. Do you have access to that one as a video? 70.018B, I think, right?
I don't have access to it.
Okay. Oh, you don't? Do you have it, Stephen? Okay. Do you want to lead it? Violet fire to blaze and transmute all desire. Now I charge the earth with light, living in pure God delight. I am emanating violet fire to blaze and transmute all desire. Now I charge the earth with light, living in pure God delight. I am emanating violet fire to blaze and transmute all desire. Now I charge the earth with light, living in pure God delight. I am emanating violet fire to blaze and transmute all desire. Now I charge the earth with light, living in pure God delight. I am emanating violet fire to blaze and transmute all desire. Now I charge the earth with light, living in pure God delight. I am emanating violet fire to blaze and transmute all desire. Now I charge the earth with light, living in pure God delight. I am emanating violet fire to blaze and transmute all desire. Now I charge the earth with light, living in pure God delight. I am emanating violet fire to blaze and transmute all desire. Now I charge the earth with light, living in pure God delight. I am emanating violet fire to blaze and transmute all desire. Now I charge the earth with light, living in pure God delight. I am emanating violet fire to blaze and transmute all desire. Now I charge the earth with light, living in pure God delight. I am emanating violet fire to blaze and transmute all desire. Now I charge the earth with light, living in pure God delight. I am emanating violet fire to blaze and transmute all desire. Now I charge the earth with light, living in pure God delight. I am emanating violet fire to blaze and transmute all desire. Now I charge the earth with light. I am emanating violet fire to blaze and transmute all desire. Now I charge the earth with light, living in pure God delight. I am emanating violet fire to blaze and transmute all desire. Now I charge the earth with light, living in pure God delight. I am emanating violet fire to blaze and transmute all desire. Now I charge the earth with light, living in pure God delight. I am emanating violet fire to blaze and transmute all desire. I am emanating violet fire to blaze and transmute all desire. Now I charge the earth with light, living in pure God delight. I am emanating violet fire to blaze and transmute all desire. Now I charge the earth with light, living in pure God delight. I am emanating violet fire to blaze and transmute all desire. Now I charge the earth with light, living in pure God delight. I am emanating violet fire to blaze and transmute all desire. Now I charge the earth with light, living in pure God delight. I am emanating violet fire to blaze and transmute all desire. Now I charge the earth with light, living in pure God delight. I am emanating violet fire to blaze and transmute all desire. Now I charge the earth with light, living in pure God delight. I am emanating violet fire to blaze and transmute all desire. Now I charge the earth with light, living in pure God delight. We're going to sing Miracle Violet Fire. I think it's called Miracle Violet Fire. I am emanating violet fire to blaze and transmute all desire. Now I charge the earth with light, living in pure God delight. I am emanating violet fire to blaze and transmute all desire. Now I charge the earth with light, living in pure God delight. I am emanating violet fire to blaze and transmute all desire. Now I charge the earth with light, living in pure God delight. I am emanating violet fire to blaze and transmute all desire. Now I charge the earth with light, living in pure God delight. I am emanating violet fire to blaze and transmute all desire. Now I charge the earth with light, living in pure God delight. Does anybody have the number for 164? I am emanating violet fire to blaze and transmute all desire. Now I charge the earth with light, living in pure God delight. I am emanating violet fire to blaze and transmute all desire. Now I charge the earth with light, living in pure God delight. I am emanating violet fire to blaze and transmute all desire. Now I charge the earth with light, living in pure God delight. I am emanating violet fire to blaze and transmute all desire. Now I charge the earth with light, living in pure God delight. I am emitting violet fire to blaze and transmute all desire. Now I charge the earth with light, living in pure God delight. I am emitting violet fire to blaze and transmute all desire. Now I charge the earth with light, living in pure God delight. Okay, we already did that, didn't we? Or do we? Okay, we'll do 162. One with the violet flame. He doesn't have it because I think it's in a special place.
Oh, violet flame, come, violet flame, please, violet flame, go. Blessed violet flame, come with Saint Germain, come and heal us, make us whole. Oh, violet flame, come, violet flame, blaze now within me. Blessed violet flame, come with Saint Germain, come and heal us, set us free. Blessing and honor and glory and power be with us forever. We're one with the violet flame. Bless us and heal us and love us and seal us and stay with us, raise us. We're one with the violet flame. Oh, violet flame, come, violet flame, blaze, violet flame, go. Blessed violet flame, come with Saint Germain, come and heal us, make us whole. Oh, violet flame, come, violet flame, blaze now within me. Blessed violet flame, come with Saint Germain, come and heal us, set us free. Blessing and honor and glory and power be with us forever. We're one with the violet flame. Bless us and heal us and love us and seal us and stay with us, raise us. We're one with the violet flame. Violet flame, come, violet flame, blaze, violet flame, go. Blessed violet flame, come with Saint Germain, come and heal us, make us whole. Oh, violet flame, come, violet flame, blaze now within me. Blessed violet flame, come with Saint Germain, come and heal us, set us free. Oh, violet flame, come, violet flame, blaze, violet flame, go. Blessed violet flame, come with Saint Germain, come and heal us, make us whole. Oh, violet flame, come, violet flame, blaze now within me. Blessed violet flame, come with Saint Germain, come and heal us, set us free.
I am a being of violet light. I am God's mercy shining bright. I am a being of violet light. I am God's mercy shining bright. I am a being of violet light. I am God's mercy shining bright. I am a being of violet light. I am God's mercy shining bright. I am a being of violet light. I am God's mercy shining bright. I am a being of violet light. I am God's mercy shining bright. I am a being of violet light. I am God's mercy shining bright. I am a being of violet light. I am God's mercy shining bright. I am a being of violet light. I am God's mercy shining bright. I am a being of violet light. I am God's mercy shining bright. I am a being of violet light. I am God's mercy shining bright. I am a being of violet light. I am God's mercy shining bright. 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 Twinkling bright, 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 radiating light, 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 generating 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 light. Aha. Okay. What other song do you have ready to go? To the violet flame.
The Cosmic Violet Joy Wolf.
Okay. I think it's 190. Is it 95? 95. But the words will be on the screen.
I am a being of cosmic violet fire. I am the holy freedom God desires. I am a being of cosmic violet fire.
people in that last scene. Ken and Steve. Yeah, Steve. So, would you like a new teaching from Saint Germain? Okay. I don't know what he's going to say, but we know that the violet light is the alchemical ray. The alchemical ray. And we know that Saint Germain is the great alchemist, and he was embodied as Francis Bacon. That was his last incarnation before he ascended. Then he came back as the Wonder Man of Europe and could mend flaws and gemstones. He could write simultaneously with the left and the right hand the same thing, and then when they put the pieces on different pieces of paper and they put them over each other, they were identical. He could do many, many things of a seemingly miraculous nature. What he says now is, in addition to being the alchemical ray, the violet light is the miracle ray. And the more of a momentum that you have in the invocation of the violet light, the violet ray, the violet flame, and the more you utilize it in your daily life in practical ways, the more you will have access to it in its manifestation as the miracle ray. And it is a facilitator of miracles. So on the spectrum of our consciousness, we go from, red to violet, right? The visible spectrum. And then we have ultraviolet and we have infrared that we can't necessarily see with our physical eyes, although clairvoyance can see beyond the physical spectrum. The miracle ray is, in a sense, ultraviolet, in that we don't necessarily see it with our physical eyes, yet it's there. And we know the ultraviolet spectrum, and we have to be careful when we're out in the sun in terms of not getting toasted by the sun, by these ultraviolet rays. Yet, within the ultraviolet spectrum, there is the opportunity for miracles to occur that are tremendous, that are powerful, that are life-changing. So, if you understand the nature of ultraviolet, which I love that term, ultra, like super duper violet, you can access the miracle aspect of what is beyond the normal violet spectrum into the ultraviolet spectrum. And you can engage with ultraviolet angels. So we've heard of the violet flame angels. Have you ever heard of the ultraviolet angels before? I'd never heard it. So you invoke the ultraviolet angels. And Metatron is one of the great cosmic angel beings who is kind of like Archangel Michael in the sense that he's a commander. He is a cosmic commander of hierarchies of angels. You can call to Metatron, who moves in what we'll call a Metatronic multiverse, okay? A Metatronic multiverse, where he can morph into any form whatsoever and facilitate miracles. So Marius Michael George has painted a beautiful image of Metatron, and I don't know if you have that one here. I don't. It's similar to the one of Uriel over there, and the sacred geometry behind it. And if we could find that on his website, on mariusfineart.com, Marius, Marius, or he says Marius, mariusfineart.com. Metatron is a very, very powerful being, and it's time for miracles to happen. Do you agree? It's really time that we have daily miracles, we have hourly miracles, we have moment by moment miracles. And life is a miracle, yet we sometimes deny miracles because we don't believe in them, or we don't accept them, or we just aren't ready for them. So I heard in St. Germain's Heartstream that we have to be ready. We have to be available. We have to be receptive to what's coming, right? We have to be open to all possibilities of what can occur, and our openness and our receptivity is a key to be able to receive. He said, knock and you shall, Jesus said, knock and, the door will be open, seek and you shall find. So if you believe that miracles exist, which I do, and you'd like to join the ultraviolet angels and Metatron in precipitating miracles, this is a new key. I'd never heard this teaching anywhere. I'm really excited about it because, frankly, I have never meditated on the ultraviolet spectrum in my life. I've never have. I go to the violet, I go to the ruby, I go to the crystal rays, yet the ultraviolet, it's kind of mystical, right? So I don't know about the infrared, although my wife and I have an infrared sauna, which is a dry sauna, which is really nice, and you get toasted and it's really good. I think we're going to have to understand that you can bask in the ultraviolet rays in a safe way when you raise your frequency to that level where it's not burning you. So the masters don't get burned by any frequency, right? They're living beyond this dimension and plane of being, yet they move in various spectrums, or spectri. Is that a word? Spectri? Spectrum? Spectra. Yeah, spectra. They move in various spectra as they are called to or able to assist souls. Yet the ultraviolet spectrum is really interesting. And I think that we should do a study on that. Would anybody like to take up this subject and do a presentation at the Heart Center sometime on the ultraviolet spectrum and what it really is and what it means to Earth? It would be an interesting study because we may get more information that we can utilize in our spiritual work to enter that higher vibratory rate, because it is beyond our physical sight, which is interesting. So when you find it, you can show it.
It's going to take me a minute.
Okay,
To put it up,
Metatron.
import it in.
So in the New Age circles, Metatron is known pretty well in certain circles. We had, in the Summit Lighthouse, we never really talked about Metatron, ever, that I can recall, ever. It wasn't until after the Heart Center was formed and I heard, about Metatron that I discovered more about him. And then he's known in certain alchemical circles. He's known in people that study Hermes Trismegistus and the Emerald Tablet, etc. Yet he's kind of a mystical figure. So I think he has given heartstreams through me, and it's been amazing. And I see him more kind of as a cosmic androgynous being, even though we think of him as male. He's very androgynous in terms of being very powerful with both the masculine and feminine energies of spirit. So that's the Metatron that Marius Michael George did. And you see the similarity. If you walk over here and look at Uriel, it's pretty similar. And then you have the Kabbalistic image of the Sephirah tree there with the 10, is it 10 or 11? 10, the 10 Sephiroth. And so that is a very powerful representation of the geometry of the universe. Mother Elizabeth Clare Prophet said that the understanding of the Kabbalah is one of the highest understandings of the structure of the universe. So even astrophysicists now talk about 10 dimensions. they talk about 10 dimensions. So obviously, those who understood the tree of life and the Sephirotic tree probably clued into a deeper spiritual scientific understanding of the universe. And it's something that I think we all can learn more about, because I don't know that any of us fully understands it, unless you go into that dimension in meditation and then you have revelations. So the ultraviolet angels. I'd like to know the names of ultraviolet angels. I just got a word called coagula, and I think this is an alchemical term of when you unite two different substances, they coagulate, right? And I would like to look up the word coagula. So if there's somebody online, can you get texts or not? Okay. If there's somebody online who'd like to look up the word coagula, I think it has an esoteric meaning with alchemy. What I see, though, is that there's an angel whose name is like that, who is an angel of precipitation. So within the ultraviolet spectrum, you do have keys to precipitation that are different than what maybe we've heard from Saint Germain and his treatises on alchemy, like Most Holy Trinus Sophia, which came, many, I think that was in the 19th century even, Most Holy Trinus Sophia, that was at least revealed. So what does this have as practical application for us? Well, when you see something happening in the world, that really is not to your liking, I would call to the angels of the ultraviolet spectra, to manifest the miracle light of God to resolve that thing or situation with super high speed, with an instantaneous action of light. And then experiment with this. And if you have an experience, those listening here and on the broadcast, after doing this, share it so we can all benefit from whatever your experience, has been. So I'm looking forward to trying this and meditating on that. And so if you have anybody that shares about coagula, you can just, if they put something in the text, just let me know. And we'll, okay, what was that?
It says to dissolve and conjoin.
To dissolve and conjoin.
Action or process of every stage in alchemical purification. Any coagulated mass, precipitate, clump, or clot.
Okay, we need to have you have a mic. So can we give her a...
It says to dissolve and conjoin. Action or process of every stage in the alchemical purification. Any coagulated mass, precipitate, clump, or clot. There is something here, like a quote that says, solve it coagula, separate and join together, or to dissolve and coagulate in Latin. It's a medieval alchemy quote, which is to say that nothing new can be built if not before we make space, breaking the old.
Interesting, yeah. I think the master Omar Mikhail Ivanov and one of the daily meditations used that word too. I seem to remember that. So another formula that the master is offering us is to utilize the violet light with the golden or yellow ray. Now why? Well, if you kind of intuit, the violet is a combination of blue and pink. And then the yellow is the polarity to violet. So we have the three primary colors. Normally we think of blue, yellow, and red. And from blue and yellow, we have green. From blue and red, we have violet. And from yellow and red or pink, we have the kind of a peach color, or we call it the golden pink glow ray. So those are interesting combinations of colors. So when you have the violet, in order to balance a certain action after you've invoked the violet, you can invoke the yellow ray, or the second ray of wisdom. And what happens is the violet transmutes, consumes. Once that's done, it's nice to have more understanding so you can transmute more, right? You can transmute something different. You can alchemize with higher teaching. So it's kind of a counterbalance. And so using, like when you do a lot of violet flame prayers and songs as we've done, it's good to then also do yellow. Or if you do a lot of yellow, then do violet. The same thing with green, which is blue and yellow, and then pink. So if you invoke a lot of the emerald ray, you can counterbalance that with the pink, with love. Likewise, if you do a lot with the peach, which is yellow and pink, the peach color, or the golden pink glow ray, you can balance that with blue. So what does that do? It balances the three primary colors within the spectrum of what you're working on so that harmony persists. Because let's say you only invoke violet fire. You transmute a lot, right? Yet you could get slightly imbalanced if you accelerate it to the point where let's say you're not studying, you're not learning. So, we're all students of life, students of lifelong learners of the truth. And so let's look at balancing everything. So if we do a lot of blue, Archangel Michael, Hercules, Divine Director, Micah, Angel of Unity, let's balance it with peach, golden pink glow ray. Now, we don't have many prayers in that, yet the crystal rays kind of are that. So you could do a lot of blue and then do the 5 crystal ray songs and prayers that we know of. If you do a lot of green, which is blue and yellow, balance it with love, songs, and prayers. So what I like to do now, since we've done so much violet, is to play Lisa Delaney's beautiful video of Clear the Air with Claire de Lis. And it's 170, I believe. And this is such a fantastic song that Linnell Griffin created and Lisa did the video. I play it all the time because whenever I see chemtrails, this is what I think of. I think of Clearing the Air with Claire de Lis. So Mother, or Claire de Lis, is really on the yellow ray, and they live, move, and have their being in Lake Titicaca, and the retreat that used to be from the god and goddess Meru over where both Peru and Bolivia are, the Lake Titicaca area. So it's high in the etheric. I think it's the highest natural lake in the world, I believe, Lake Titicaca. So we were there in 2012, 12/21/12. Remember, we were there on 12/21/12, the end of the Mayan calendar, for a sacred ritual, and that's when the transfer happened from the god and goddess Meru to Lanello and Claire de Lis, and then god and goddess Meru went to the sun, and then the Helios and Vesta from our sun went to the sun near the center of our galaxy. So it was a hierarchical shift, really, really intense, really powerful, and we were there at the Amuru gate, and we were all wearing white. We went up to the gate. We had that amazing experience at the gate, and then we danced. And there were 4 other groups there, and we had there was hundreds of people there. We had about 70 something, maybe 72 people, and then there were 3 other groups, so we had well over 100 people dancing, most of us wearing white. It was really awesome. So we'll play Clear the Air with Claire de Lis, and then we'll see if anybody, well, we already had the coagula, right? Yeah, okay. So Clear the Air.
you dance and follow, love you, raise our hands up in the air. Let us all please know your guidance, feel your love inside us, turn to you with every care. We will clear the world before us with our mighty chorus, joyfully please hear our song. As we raise up in vibration, healing every nation, keep all elementals strong. Clear the air, clear the air, clear the air with fleur-de-lis. Clear the air, clear the air, clear the air so we can see your beauty so fair, blaze light everywhere. Clear the air, we'll clear the lead, and we'll claim our victory. Clear the air, clear the air, clear the air with fleur-de-lis. Clear the air, clear the air, clear the air so we can see. United we stand and never to fall. Clear the air, clear the air, clear the air for one and all. As we sing and call upon you, dance and follow, love you, raise our hands up in the air. Let us all please know your guidance, feel your love inside us, turn to you with every care. We will clear the world before us with our mighty chorus, joyfully please hear our song. As we raise up in vibration, healing every nation, keep all elementals strong. Clear the air, clear the air, clear the air with fleur-de-lis. Clear the air, clear the air, clear the air so we can see your beauty so fair, blaze light everywhere. Clear the air, we'll clear the lead, and we'll claim our victory.
Now, another yellow prayer is 20.023, and in this booklet we have it on page 25. It's El Moria's Great Central Sun Meditation, and this was released during the series of heart streams that I received from El Moria that became the book Advanced Studies of the Human Aura. So if you read that book, this explanation of this meditation is in that book. And this is a very powerful prayer of oneness. So let's give it together. 20.023a, or El Moria's Great Central Sun Meditation. Together. I am one, I am one, I am one with the sun. I am one with the great central sun. God is here in my heart. I am one with God's heart. Light expand through my heart. Love expand through my heart. Let my aura be thine. Let my aura now shine. O my God, I am thine. I am truly divine. We are one, we are one, we are one, we are one. We are one, we are one in the great central sun. I am one, I am one, I am one with the sun. I am one with the great central sun. God is here in my heart. I am one with God's heart. Light expand through my heart. Love expand through my heart. Let my aura be thine. Let my aura now shine. O my God, I am thine. I am truly divine. We are one, we are one, we are one, we are one. We are one, we are one in the great central sun. I am one, I am one, I am one with the sun. I am one with the great central sun. God is here in my heart. I am one with God's heart. Light expand through my heart. Love expand through my heart. Let my aura be thine. Let my aura now shine. O my God, I am thine. I am truly divine. We are one. 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 We are one in the great central sun. And we have a singing version of it. I think I know the melody. It goes like, we are one, we are one, we are one in the sun. I'm sorry, I am one. Somebody else will have to lead it because I have to cough. Wow. I am one, I am one, I am one in the the sun. I am one. Great central sun, God is here in my heart. I am one with God's heart. Light expand through my heart. Love expand through my heart. Let my aura be thine. Let my aura now shine. O my God, I am thine. I am truly divine. We are one, we are one. We are one, we are one. We are one, we are one. In the great central sun. So it's time to have movement. So we have some laughter yoga videos, and we're going to play whatever Dennis picks out. And we did this in Hawaii right before they shut everything down, right? Fortunately, we were in Hawaii having an event on, was it the Big Island? Or let's see, where were we? I think at the Big Island. And we were having a beautiful retreat on joy and happiness and laughter. And Joyce led us in these laughter yoga little vignettes. So just can play whatever you like. So let's stand for these.
Okay, this is the guru laughter. And what we're saying is, I learn from my mistakes and I learn from others' mistakes. And then you put your hands up. Okay, so here we go, ready to laugh as we're learning from our own mistakes and everybody else's mistakes. Okay, now we're going to have the bird laughter. So we're just going to be a bird, and we're going to laugh about it, and we can fly all over. I'm a bird. Very good, very good. Very good, yay. Very good, very good, yay. Okay, now it's time for the chicken laughter. Okay, now this one's for Boyd. We're going to put our hands like this. We're going to do this. And we are searching for an internet connection. Did we find one? Does Boyd have an internet connection? Did we find one? I think so. Are we okay, Boyd? Yeah? Yeah? Okay, we're good. The broadcast is good. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Ho, ho, Last one is going to be the applause one for ourselves. Huge amphitheater, and all of these people are applauding you. Maybe angels. Let's have this whole amphitheater filled with angels and masters who are so grateful for all that you're doing, putting up with everything that's going on this planet. They are truly so very grateful to you. And you are graciously and humbly laughing about it and bowing and curtsying. Okay, everybody. It was nothing. Very good, yay. Very good, yay. Very good, yay. Thank you, guys.
Very good, yay. 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 Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. 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 Ho, ho. Yay! Okay. So we have two choices. One is to end early at 12 instead of 12:30 and talk and get to know each other like St. Germain said, right? Because I think that's important. We get to know each other, and then we can go to lunch at the appropriate time. Are there any announcements, Zuli? Oh, yes. Or Kathleen?
Kathleen, let me give you a mic.
Oh, love offering? Okay. Okay, if you like, I'm okay with it. I mean, people did pay to come today. For those on the broadcast, if you'd like to donate something, or anybody here, it's not required, but you're welcome to. So why don't we have one more song? You want to just pick something while we have the love offering? Zacchaeus, Lord Zacchaeus, 154.
And what time are we meeting where?
Well,
At 1 o'clock we have our reservations. Ray and Terry will meet us there at 1 o'clock at the Thai restaurant. So we have about an hour to do the fellowship. Probably lovely to have an address. An address? Yeah. 485 Melrose, maybe South Melrose. South Melrose.
or just put, if you just Taiwan on, if you Google that, it'll give you the address. Okay, so we'll play this song, and then if you want to donate, great.
Zadkiel, archangel dear, amethyst friend divine, blaze your great light rays now here, to our souls now revive, legions of your seventh ray, transmuting God's I am name, all blessed and perfection with your blessed direction, expand now on earth freedom's flame. Zadkiel, archangel friend, Lord of the seventh ray, grace every soul with God's love, raise them in light today. Amethyst, archangel dear, bathe all in mercy's pure love, through forgiveness and patience we feel your sweet radiance descending by grace from above. Zadkiel, servant of God, alchemy is your way. Laser light violet in you, transmutes by freedom's ray. Amethyst Shakti so bright, washing our planet in joy. We invoke your great legion to bless every region as God's alchemy you employ. Zadkiel, archangel dear, amethyst friend divine, blaze your great light rays now here, to our souls now revive, legions beams of your seventh ray, transmuting God's I am name. All is blessed and perfection with your blessed direction. Expand now on earth freedom slain. Zacchael, archangel friend, Lord of the seventh ray, grace every soul with God's love. Raise them in light today. Amethyst, arcade tear, bathe all in mercy's pure love. Through forgiveness and patience we feel your sweet radiance descending by grace from above. Zacchaeus, servant of God, alchemy is your way. Laser light violet in you, transmutes by freedom's ray. Amethyst Shakti so bright, washing our planet in joy. We invoke your great legion to bless every region as God's alchemy you employ.
And we pray for the blessing of this love offering now, and we ask that it be multiplied by every dispensation of grace and returned to the givers, the senders, with great joy and love, to bless their lives, to multiply their personal abundance so that they can be happy, healthy, and wise, joyous always in the service of God and others. We are so grateful to be of service, and we applaud each other now in the light of God that always prevails. So we applaud each other. So this will be the end of our broadcast, a little early. I hope that at home you don't feel cheated. But I think we did everything we came to do today. And we had a lot of fun. So everybody's excused. And we'll be, after we have a meal at the Taiwan Thai restaurant, I think we go on a walking meditation. Is that right? At Buena Vista Park. And then the final circle of oneness will be there, I believe. Yeah, at 4 o'clock. So,
So does anybody not know Buena Vista Park?
well, they can look it up.
Yeah, well, it's just on Melrose and down the road. And the high school is there, and then you turn a right at the light.
Okay, great. So people can, they can commingle, communicate, and then get ready to go to have lunch. Coagulate. I don't know about that.